One of those damned shopkeepers.
Yes, my Thane. Do you need something? Of course, Thane. How can I be of service? Lead on, my Thane.
someone there?
I'm on your side.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? Got curved swords. Curved swords.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
You wear the garb of a true Nord. I salute you.
For you, Red Legion, for I love you!
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn.
Divines bless you. May the... I serve Jarl... Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taken to fight with the Stormcloaks.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogbeer. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Get on with it!
You should tell her that her uncle is a scum.
Traitor!
Who betrayed his High King. That she know now, Admiral.
They're all hard.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder.
Liar!
Story. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Some gate guard you were!
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
Hmm? You wouldn't be a sellsword, would you? I have a little problem you could solve. Mind yourself in my city, friend. This here axe in full swing is a right terrible sight.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
Wanderer like you must have plenty of tales to tell. But I'm afraid of it.
Hello, yes. I'm the Dean of History.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster. Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard. Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem. Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library, if you're interested. I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it. As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torig, was recently killed. Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof. Not much, but as a bard I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times, but the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era. I wish you luck in finding the verse.
My position, Dean of History, actually covers a wide range of subjects. I teach poetry, writing, history, and the finer points of court life.
Remember, it's your job to deliver these songs. To excite the crowd, draw them in. They will love you for it.
Yes, my Thane. Do you need something? Of course, Thane. How can I be of service? Lead on, my Thane. There's a cave here. Perfect hideout for bandits, or worse.
Cleared out, I guess. What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother. Why? What are you gonna do? Cry? Gods, you're boring. Never should have come here. Cry now!
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. That disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
I'm on my way to Windhelm to join up with the Stormcloaks. The Empire is in shambles. They've banned the worship of Talos.
Someone! Do something!
Thorgar says we'll find rocks soon. The kind worth gold.
The mine will be the talk of Skyrim soon, you'll see. It'll be the stuff of legends. It's a matter of time before the Jarl is coming to me asking for money. I know they laughed when I said I wanted to keep the mine open. You are welcome to look around, of course, but understand that this place belongs to me.
I'm the best at breaking up rocks. Thorgar says so.
We were supposed to be rich by now, you know? Thorgar insisted we'd be swimming. I'm starting to think we might not even find iron in here. We've been at it for so long. Is it still worth it? When do you decide enough is enough and just walk away? Hmm? What do you need? Need something?
Be careful. Thorgar says we'll find rock. I'm the best at... It's cold in the mine, but Thorgar really needs me, so I
Be
say...
careful where you step in the mine. Don't want to cover up some valuable ore or gems or something. Anytime I get tired of working, I just think that maybe the next swing will make me rich. It keeps me going.
Staying out of this.
Yes, my Thane. Do you need something? Of course, Thane. How can I be of service? Lead on, then.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here. This shrine was built by the Dunmer. As our land was scorched by fire and brimstone, Azura's prophecies led us to safety. She is a Daedra, a powerful being who watches from beyond our mortal plane. She has chosen you to be her champion.
What's that?
Cleared out of place. Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here. Azura has given... You have been chosen to be her champion. I know it is unexpected, but do not worry. You must go to a fortress, endangered by water, yet untouched by it. Inside, you will find an elven mage who can turn the brightest star as black as night. It is cryptic, I know, but Azura's signs are never wrong. I believe the fortress may refer to Winterhold. Ask if they know this elven enchanter. She is the goddess of dawn and dusk. Azura sees into the twilight of the future and guides her followers through it. My people, the Dunmer, built it. We fled from Morrowind after Vardenfell erupted almost 200 years ago. Those of us who were faithful to Azura were given a vision that led us away from the island before the worst came. This shrine is our thanks to her, that none will forget that she watches over us all. Yes, there were others at first, but Azura's visions tested everyone's faith. One by one, they left, afraid to know their own future. But I refuse to abandon the shrine. The visions are a gift. Azura warns me of tragedy, war, death, before it happens. I won't leave her guidance. This has all been foreseen, and we must play our parts. We are children of the twilight, beings who are to be guided from the darkness into the light, and from the light into darkness.
Of course, Thane. How can I be of service? Yes, my Thane. Do you need something? Of course, Thane. How can I be of service? Lead on, my Thane.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here. Azura, you have been chosen. You must go inside. It is cryptic, I know, but Azura's son. Yes. But I refuse to abandon the shrine. The visions are a gift. Azura warns me of tragedy, war, death. Before it happens, I won't leave her guidance.
Well.
The inn for a drink, of course. Where else could I even go in this god's forsaken town?
And what? You think that'll solve all your problems? Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. Perhaps, but what is it you expect to find within? I see. That power certainly exists, I assure you. Wield it faithfully, and few can withstand you. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort. Excellent. The Mage Light spell is useful to any mage, not just those specializing in alteration. Can you cast one on the seal on the ground? I look forward to it. No matter what, the college will endure. Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it. The college lives on. Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell spells. Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it. Well done indeed. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here.
I have many important things on my mind. Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely. Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim, to guide its people through this time of transition, to help lead them to a better future. I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice. Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting. Your superior and I were simply having a discussion about my level of access to the college. Nothing you need to concern yourself with. I shall be quite capable of observing everything that goes on here.
Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
walk away from me. Where do you think you're going?
To the entrance.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. And if, in the process, the more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps, but what is it you expect to find within? Ah, the immortal plane. It is said to be the source of all magic. This is a noble goal, indeed. It would seem that the college has what you seek. Not just anyone is allowed inside. A small test, if you will. No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort. Those invested in restoration magic find healing hands to be essential. I look forward to it. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me. Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on. She's the master wizard here. Archmage Arin may be in charge, but Mirabelle runs the place. You do well to remember that. Why specifically stars? Wait, you aren't referring to... No. There's no way you would know about that. Well, I've certainly heard worse things. I think the man you want to talk to is Nelacar. He was exiled a few years ago, bad research. Still hangs around the Frozen Hearth. Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms. Each use. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot, and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire. Mirabelle will be waiting for you.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor receive no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here. Welcome to the another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't... wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. A prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Oh, don't listen to him. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with a demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you. Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man...
Skyrim could not be more different
this is one
from
of
elsewhere.
very few places
but
where
magic,
you can receive a real education in the schools of magic.
Where you go.
Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything? No, I suppose we haven't. Brillina Marion of House Telvanni. First of my family to leave Morrowind in a long time. Now I'm here to study conjuration. That's what's important. Didn't you know? Before the Oblivion Crisis, many elves called Winterhold their home. More visited the college from Morrowind every year. After, growing distrust of magic made life difficult for many. Some left rather than endure the growing hatred from the local Nords. Others returned home after the Red Year, when Vardenfell erupted and caused much destruction. Winterhold itself died in the years between then and now. What's left out there is a husk. Only the college really remains.
What's up, mate? How are you?
Not really. Just that it's very, very old. It was one of the first cities of men in Tamriel, I think. So far, if only because no one is telling me how great I ought to be. I just want to learn. I don't want to think about what's expected of me.
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere. But magic... Magic is the same no matter where you go.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
You know, this is one of a very few places where you can receive a... I think my parents reserved a spot for me here at the college on the day I was born.
Yes, my Thane. Do you need something? Of course, Thane. How can I be of service? Lead on.
Teach you to mess with me? What? Need something?
know, this is one of a very few places where you can receive a real education in the schools of magic.
Yes, my Thane. Do you need something? Of course, Thane. How can I be of service?
knew it.
Is that it? Is that your best?
Then all of the reasons.
What was that?
Just a scratch. What are you doing? I'm on your side. Watch it as it's highly up. Huh? huh?
What was that? Is someone there? You won't get the... Enough of this!
What was that?
I'm on your side! Wow, yeah.
supposed to do? Never leave the house? You want that ending?
You're closing the stall. That's fine.
Out of my way, outsider.
Are there a few?
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not here to see the yards closed for a reason. No sudden moves.
Typical
Understand?
Imperial lies. First you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
The Silverblood family will be heard. You there, you another Imperial puppet? Answer me. Finally, someone with decent sense. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Honor, pride, mighty Talos. Jarl Igmund can't ignore us for much longer. Not if the Silverblood family has a say. We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth in this city. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. But does the Jarl listen to us when we want to say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal. He used the Thun, shouted those Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city. Just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives. That's a true Nord hero, a legend. So great that the Divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've turned their back on him to appease the elves. Elves. Do the elves rule Skyrim, or do the Nords? They started the Great War, nearly destroyed the Imperial City. Then the Emperor took the coward's way out and surrendered. Now the elves dictate everything we do, and they don't want us acknowledging a mere human like Talos as the god he is. Stay out of trouble in my city.
Old Dwarven city underneath the keep. Eschew self. Best steer clear if you don't want a steam centurion carving you up.
The Silverblood family will be heard.
Stupid dog.
You! Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne. But watch your words. Keep your eyes open for Forsworn when you're on the roads.
I'm Igmund's uncle. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. I have letters to read. I advise Igmund the same way I advised his father. And what do Legion soldiers know about the hill?
The safety of the city and our settlements must be our only concern, Igmund. The rest of the Reach is on its own.
You speak to Igmund, son of Orolfdir, Jarl of Markarth. My guards told me. Poor Margaret. And witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn in this city. They are only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control. It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started. The White Gold Concordat, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out.
How are you guys doing?
So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for. When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn. Yes, I know. We have some advantages if they come here. The city is built into the mountainside, so it's hard to reach into, even from the skies. And everything is made of stone, even the beds. We'll have no trouble from Dragon's Fire here. I do. A personal matter. My father died trying to negotiate with the Forsworn, back when that was possible. They took his shield to those Hargraven beasts they consort with. I need you to bring it home where it belongs. I warn you, it's dangerous work. No man of mine has ever faced a Hargraven and lived. I'll understand if you decline. Divines watch over you. Are you a sellsword? I don't like your kind, no honor. But I can't turn away a potential ally in these times. Let's see if you're better than a common mercenary. My scouts have tracked down one of the Forsworn leaders, hiding out in their blood-soaked camps. Deal with them. We will see. I want no mercy for those Forsworn. Understand?
My Jarl, we need to discuss the state of Markarth's collapsing trade with the other holds.
Of course there's a collapse in trade, Rayrick. The Stormcloaks stalk every road and harass every one of our patrols.
Not to mention the rebels completely control Windhelm and all of East March Hold.
Why do you pester me with battles we can't win? I need my steward to plan for a victory, not nag me with every ill account.
Forgive me for worrying about the future of Markarth.
As his housecarl, Igmund's security is my chief concern.
Very well. I'll send a request for additional legionnaires to protect trade to the other Imperial holds.
Stupid dog.